And so for the voice acting, did you come up with it on your own, or had people, because you have like this very nice deep voice, like have people always kind of told you?
Well, it had always kind of interested me growing up. I loved cartoons growing up, and I loved, just trying to even imitate characters that I liked. And people kind of said, I could do good impressions and that kind of thing. But as I learned more about voice acting, is that was like the big thing, is it's not doing impressions. It's not doing, they already have a voice for, SpongeBob or Mickey Mouse. They don't need you to do it. So
right.
I've discovered it was something I really liked doing, but I hadn't ever considered it growing up at all.
Right.
Just that I like cartoons and I could kind of do some funny, goofy cartoon voices, but yeah, it's kind of the party trick. And, I can do a goofy old man, or I can talk like Mickey Mouse if I wanted to. But,
how did you like improv? You did?
Yeah, I've done, even through a couple of my voice acting classes, they would always start it with improv games, or, kind of that type of stuff to warm up. And it's not my favorite thing to do, but it's a lot of fun still, in my face. Some of it's really fun and I get into it, but some of it's really hard, and I am so panicked that I'm not going to know what to say,
quick enough.
Think of something. And one of the things they told me in the class was, that's a lot of things that, or one of the main things that people run into is like, I have to be funny. I have to come up with something funny to say.
Right.
Or that, that's not what it's really about.
Yeah,
it's
just be real.
It's just being real and reacting to the scene, not trying to stop the flow of things, the whole yes and whatnot. But, but it doesn't matter how many times I hear that. Every time I am in an improv scene, I'm still going like, oh, what am I going to say? What am I going to say?
Right.
So I start to panic a little bit, but it's still fun.
Yeah.
So she puts together a whole cast of characters and voice actors, and then adds sound effects, music, and all that stuff. So it's not just really an audio book that you sit and listen to the narrator read to you. It's actually more like an audio drama, because it has like I said, a full cast of actors, and music and sound effects. So it's like you're listening to the movie of it almost, but it still has the narration in it. Yeah.
That's cool. I hadn't actually heard of that. The audio drama. So it's an audio book, but with all the voices.
Right. I think
so you have like a narrator plus then all the dialogue is.
Exactly that. Yeah. So the narrator reads, so-and-so walk down the corridor and whatnot. Right. But anytime somebody says something, that character actually comes in with their own actor and says it. And, if they're doing something, there's a sound effect to go with it, and a full soundtrack music and stuff too.
Oh, that's cool. So his deal was, we might have paid $5 to get in there. I'm not sure. You go in, I don't know if we were driving through the place or walking. I don't remember. Found it. He disassembled the door, because it's not as easy as you'd think to get a door handle off. It was not as easy as I'd think.
Take the whole door apart.
The whole panel. Yeah, you got to take the whole panel off. And his deal was that these places have a policy that if it fits in your pocket, you can just take it.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That was his ruler.
Well, I was like, oh, I have an expert in this, because I've always wanted to know, was that his rule, or is that really very customary?
Well, I don't know. That maybe rules probably vary from place to place, I'm sure, but it wasn't a rule at my place. No.
Right.